report the chaos. We reveal the agenda.
Good evening and welcome to ATM. While the world's eyes were fixed on the diplomatic drama in New York this week, a ghost from the past was making a calculated move on the global chessboard. For years, we've been told to ignore him, to dismiss him as a caricature. But forget the caricature of the Rocket Man. A new Kim Jong Un has emerged, a ruthless pragmatist, a savvy strategist, and now a kingmaker. In a world fracturing into new power blocs, the pariah state of North Korea has done the unthinkable. It has made itself indispensable. Its rusting factories are roaring back to life. Its technology is advancing at a terrifying pace, and its leader is being courted by superpowers. Tonight, we deep dive into a story you are not being told. How did the world's most isolated nation suddenly become a critical, sought-after player in the new great game? And what is the terrifying price of its newfound relevance? The first key to Kim's new power lies not in Pyongyang, but in the muddy trenches of Eastern Europe. The protracted war in Ukraine has created an insatiable demand for one thing: conventional ammunition. And North Korea has one of the largest stockpiles on Earth. Recent U.S. intelligence reports, confirmed by analysis from Jane's Defense Weekly, show a continuous, massive flow of North Korean artillery shells and short-range missiles to Russia via a ghost fleet of ships. Footage of artillery shells being mass-produced in a vast, dimly lit factory. Pyongyang has become Moscow's indispensable arsenal. But Kim is not being paid in cash. He's being paid in secrets. In exchange for millions of rusting shells, Russia is providing North Korea with advanced satellite technology, sophisticated missile guidance systems, and potentially invaluable expertise for its nuclear warhead program. He is trading the weapons of the last century for the technology of the next. But it's not just Russia. China's entire strategic calculus has changed. For years, Beijing treated North Korea as a volatile, problematic buffer state. Now, with the US strengthening the Quad alliance and militarizing the Pacific, China sees a new value in its old ally. North Korea is no longer a liability. It is a strategic dagger, permanently pointed at the heart of America's key allies, South Korea and Japan. Sources from within the South Korean intelligence community have noted a dramatic increase in high-level military coordination between Beijing and Pyongyang. By emboldening Kim, China forces the US and its allies to constantly look over their shoulder to divert immense military resources to the Korean peninsula, resources that cannot be used to challenge Beijing in the South China Sea. It's a brilliant, cynical game of distraction, and Kim Jong Un is the star player. And what is the price the world pays for Kim's new relevance? His patrons, Russia and China, now have a vested interest in his survival and his strength. This means the international sanctions regime, once the only tool to constrain him, is now completely dead. He has a diplomatic shield. And with this new impunity, he is cashing in his chips. Just this week, the respected monitoring group 38 North reported seismic activity consistent with an underground test of a compact, tactical nuclear device. Furthermore, they assessed that North Korea is on the verge of perfecting a solid-fuel ICBM, making their missiles harder to track and faster to launch. The world is now facing a North Korea that is not just nuclear capable, but a rapidly advancing nuclear power with two superpower patrons who need it to be a disruptive force. Kim Jong Un has played a masterful, terrifying game. He saw the world fracturing into a new Cold War and realized his isolated kingdom could become the perfect asset. He turned his obsolete artillery into a ticket for high-tech secrets. He leveraged his nuisance value into strategic indispensability. The world ignored him, hoping he would collapse. Instead, he waited for the world to crack. Now, in our fractured new order, the ghost of Pyongyang is no longer a pariah. He is a power broker, the kingmaker of chaos, and the price of his relevance will be paid in global instability for years to come. Thank you for joining me on ATM. I'll see you tomorrow.